Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, several things we feel confident about with this weekend's forecast, and that is the warmest weather will be found away from the ocean, away from the coastline, and each late night and morning will probably start with clouds and fog, especially near the ocean, and each afternoon it burns off to a hazy sunshine. Speaking of sun, a beautiful sunset this evening, time-lapse looking off to the west, sundown at the 8 o'clock hour now at 8:12 as we get into some of the longest days of the year over the next couple of months. Some clouds on the western horizon. It is warm and muggy in Providence, the temperature well into the 60s. Humidity is 90%, so high humidity, light south breeze. That's a tip-off that we'll get some low clouds and fog, even though it's clear right now. Look at these high temperatures, not quite 90, but almost in Taunton, 86 in Smithfield, top out at 80 in Providence, and mid-70s along the shoreline. I don't think we'll get up into the upper 80s tomorrow, but we should be at least 77 to 82 away from the coastline. Temperatures now in most areas are in the 60s with mainly clear skies, but we're getting reports of the visibility really coming down out across Cape Cod and the islands and just offshore. So that's a tip-off of some low clouds and fog coming here later tonight. A lot of showers and thunderstorms well to our north and west. Normally I would be concerned about this as far as the upcoming weekend, but a lot of this is going to stay to our north and west. So for now it's clear, but I do expect later tonight towards the pre-dawn hours for low clouds and fog to form, mild and humid temperatures in the lower to middle 60s. Waking up to clouds and fog early on, 7 a.m. 65. It starts to thin out a little bit, a little brightening by 11 o'clock in the morning in the upper 60s, and then we burn it off at least to partly sunny skies, and that should be enough to get temperatures, at least inland areas, in the upper 70s to around 80. It may be more difficult to burn it off right at the water's edge at area beaches. That's the tough call. Feel confident, though, that it will be cooler along the shoreline around 70, whereas the further inland you go, temperatures approaching 80. Bay forecast has very poor visibility in the morning, improving to about 3 to 5 miles in haze in the afternoon on a light south breeze at 5 to 15. Foggy and murky, at least during the morning at the beaches. It does lift and thin a little bit, though, by the afternoon. Air temperature 65 to 70. The water is only in the upper 50s. Brighter, much warmer in our northern suburbs. Temperatures around 77 to 82 degrees. Interior Massachusetts, it's brighter and warmer. Closer to the coastline, it's a bit cooler with a mix of clouds and sunshine after that morning fog. So the three-day holiday weekend, warmest weather inland, cooler at the shoreline. It is very warm on Monday with some sunshine for the holiday. Just a brief interruption with an afternoon thunderstorm, but I think the day should be remembered more for some warm sunshine than any kind of thunder. 83 on Monday, and the 80s continue into early next week. We'll start with clouds and fog Sunday morning as well, and then burning off in the afternoon. So if you want to go to the beach, right now the better time would be during the afternoon rather than the morning.
Lots of parades too Monday.
Yes.
Okay. Coming up next on